said
The budget was
fast.
discussed, questions asked and answered. We had a whole bunch, and that's why I didn't, and everybody was satisfied with the explanation, so that's why I noted it that way.
Oh, no. If there's no other questions, make a motion to approve as read.
Hello.
What'd you say, Mike?
If there's no other questions, you have a motion to approve as read.
Motion?
I have a motion, do I have a second? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion's passed. Round and round we go.
Hello.
Okay. Treasurer's report. I'll give you a minute to take a look at it. Boy, I think I'm going down around your old stomping grounds tomorrow, Korea.
Yeah. Not my house down there.
Oh, I thought it was.
That's where Patsy was from.
Oh, really? I got to take Arlene down there tomorrow. Her aunt passed away.
I knew she had some folks out
Let me tell you, every time I go down there, I just dread the trip. She says, I'll take you down a shortcut.
Is one
Her
of them-
problem is, she always tells me, I know it like the back of my hand, and I get lost.
is one of them-
Yeah.
How can you shortcut that?
I have no clue how she does it, but she takes me down these little windy roads, and I keep thinking, I'm gonna meet somebody here, and I'm gonna die.
I mean, it's just right off the interstate.
Well, it's not so much Berea we go into.
Oh.
It's on the outskirts on top of this big mountain. All I know is I go up this hill like this, and it seems like I go forever.
Wolverton Mountain.
Did you want one of my cough drops?
Oh, no, thanks.
Any questions
The
about
barbecue
treasure?
sauce that I had in my chicken tenders, I wolfed down on the way.
I'll make a motion
Thank
to
you.
approve the treasurer's report.
Motion?
I have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion's passed. The bills are still floating around, I think they're at the last man now. Any questions about the bills?
Yeah, what is all these for main hardware?
Yeah, I have one of these. Let me, let's see, I wrote on it what it was. Okay, that's for buying a piece that goes in your toilet. I replaced all of it. That's paid on account. That's receipt.
Only question I have.
Make a motion to pay the bills. I have a motion, do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion's passed. Okay, you all should have a copy of a bill from Miss Lowry.
L-O-W-R-E-Y.
Yep. R-Y, not R-E-Y.
R-Y, okay. I work with two people who spell it two other ways. It's crazy.
This is her final fee that she gets. Remember I told you I sent a request in for a draw? She's invoicing us now for it. But she don't get it until we receive the draw from the state.
Is that the 6,000?
$6,200. Is there any questions about the draw? If you see on it, it says final, block grant administration fee, final. That's the last we paid her. Any questions about it?
And we're waiting for the bill to come in from the.
We're waiting for the
money
draw,
to come
so,
in.
yes. Since I have no questions, make a motion to approve payment
I'll make motion.
upon receiving it from the state. I had the motion. Anybody want to second it?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion's passed. Okay, last month I gave you where I built CSX. $360, you have a copy of the check that we received. And I keep thinking that says City of Glencoe on there, not Mike Murphy.
I don't know. I just stamped the back and then slug it in the account. I thought it came to you.
We did receive that, and we have already invoiced them again for another $360. The way I do that, I bill them every 3 months. I'm not gonna send the bill out every other week for $120. Now, since stamps are gonna go up to 46 cents. Is there any questions about the way I'm doing this? Any questions? Okay.
All I know is I get a check from them every once in a while.
Sewer project. I think the last time we were here, these had the percentages on the sewer. They have not really moved anywhere up on Cemetery Hill. We ran into a lot of problems with Gallatin County water. The plan showed for the water lines to be one place and the water lines were actually wasn't where they were supposed to be. So we had a big powwow down here and everybody was trying to solve their problems, plus keep their temper down. So that's the reason Cemetery Hill's been on hold. I think the engineers had to go back and replot all that and put it back on plans to show where it actually is. My understanding is the next 2 weeks from now, they're gonna start digging Cemetery Hill. They were gonna bore it, but they gotta dig it.
They started the board to go across the street, correct? To
Yeah.
whatever. And there are like 3 or 4 homes that are on the other side of the street.
Well, they don't bore them, they punch them, what they call punch. Because they'll be using something that big and then punch through it.
Okay.
Unless it's something where the state says you have to have casing. But the problem we had is we were gonna drill it all, so we didn't have to cut driveways open. Because we got several people up there that got beautiful concrete driveways.
New.
But they ran into a problem, there's too much rock up in there. You find dirt and you find rock and they can't drill it like that. It has to be straight dirt or straight rock. So they're getting their stuff together to go ahead and cut all the driveways open. Yeah,
And that all goes back to
goes back.
Carrollton Utilities.
Well, that's the beauty of it. It's Carrollton's problem and the
Right.
county's paying for it. So we have no real responsibility up there.
Well, Mike, Angie Baker asked me, and I told her, I hope I told her the right thing. She said that she lives up on Cemetery Road and they've got that all staked off. And she wants to know, will they leave her property in the same condition it's in?
They had to restore it back to what it was.
That's what I told her, that they would have to fix, because she was concerned. Of course, there's several of those little things there now, and I don't really know any more about it than what she does.
Usually whenever they do any kind of marking or digging or anything, they have to restore it back to where they found it. So when they get done, if they dig it, they'll have to fill it all in, make sure it settles, and reseed it.
But she had just bought that property up there, and she didn't know anything about it, sewer or anything else.
Well, the contractor's told to take pictures of it before he goes in there, because if there's any questions, they can go back and refer to the pictures of what the property looked like before.
Okay.
And I don't know if the contractor did, but I went up there and took pictures too.
Well, she said she took some. Somebody told her the
That's-
best thing she could do is take her
That's the smartest thing to do,
photographs. So,
because there's no doubt what got tore up and what didn't.
well, she's a young woman herself, living her and her 2 children, and she wasn't trying to cause a problem with her or anything. She was just
No.
wanting to know.
I'm glad she asked. Because a lot of people don't ask that question, that's a question that needs to be asked. It's like, I already got up to 300 some odd pictures of what I took of them being around, because we had other issues that I wanted to make sure the city of Glencoe is protected on liability. That's the reason I do that.
Okay. All righty.
As far as I know, with the interstate, we're already across the interstate. In fact, they already bored underneath the creek, that's already been done, and they got the pump station set.
Got hit a water line. Did you take a picture of my hill to make sure that